Here's the tweet that he wrote. Lonely roads still go to sunshine. Kanye West, Puff Daddy featuring King Combs, Diddy's son. He want to make sure that's apparent. And Northwest.
I asked you at the time if I can trademark her name. You said yes. When she's 18, it goes to her. So stop. I sent paperwork over so she wouldn't be in the Diddy song to protect her. One person has to trademark.
The Diddy saga continues to unfold with relentless intensity, capturing the attention of fans and media alike. Despite the mounting evidence against him, the rapper remains steadfast in his claim of innocence, even as he faces multiple allegations from numerous women.
There was kind of an astonishing whoa when he walked inside that courtroom because he appeared noticeably grayer. I would even kind of equate it a little bit to Santa Claus, but he just appeared grayer. His hair was a lot whiter. Now remember, the last time I was inside one of Diddy's hearings, that was back in December. We're in March, so that's just a 3-month time span of just that intense grayness. So either him being at MDC Brooklyn for this amount of time is weighing on him, this federal case is weighing on him, maybe even his fall from grace entirely is probably weighing on him, but he just looked visibly different. I will say though, last time he appeared thinner. This time it seems like he did kind of pack on a little bit of pounds, and I don't say that in a disrespectful way at all.
Just a few months ago, Kanye West was seen as one of the few celebrities willing to call out Diddy for his alleged misdeeds. However, in a surprising turn of events, Kanye has since reversed his stance, now vocally supporting Diddy during his time in prison.
Another noticeable difference that I thought to myself was just the fact that Anthony Rico was no longer there. Again, he filed a letter kind of saying that he can't be on the case anymore, and that was just a few weeks ago. And so that to me was kind of a stark difference from last hearing to this hearing.
The defense attorneys basically said there's no way I can continue, not entirely sure what that even meant.
This shift has not only raised eyebrows, but has also involved Kanye's daughter, Northwest, leaving Kim Kardashian reeling from the implications. Let's delve into the latest developments surrounding Diddy. It seems that
one thing that the government said that stood out to me was just how fearful some of these potential witnesses are about having their names out in the public, about having their names released to the defense. And that should also kind of go to, we talk often when we're covering Diddy's stories, just about the power that he had either over the industry, over his employees, over alleged victims that he had, former girlfriends, all of that stuff. But the government did make it clear because, they couldn't get into much details about that particular part because some aspects of it, from my understanding, were under seal. But one thing the government did make clear is that some of these witnesses don't want their names released out into the public. So they are going to kind of come up with a solution. From my understanding, it's that the government will turn over that list over to the defense.
Despite his efforts to project a strong front, the weight of his fall from grace is taking a significant toll on him. Reporters were taken aback during a recent court appearance when they noticed the dramatic graying of his hair, which some likened to that of Santa Claus.
Poison me, and by the way, y'all done already fuck with me so much. Y'all already black mirrored me. You already made everybody think I'm crazy. You already took my family away. You already separated all my friends. I don't got no celebrity friends. Because when I was on TV, on Instagram saying, I don't know where my child is, and the Kardashians kidnapped my daughter in public, and I didn't have the address of my child, none of these niggas that want to say something
Travis
now.
gave you the address, though, right?
Travis gave me the address.
Right.
But as far as Meek Mills, Puff Daddy, whoever, none of these niggas, all you fake hard niggas, fuck you. Hold on. Okay. All you fake hard niggas, fuck you. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. I don't give a because you can't shoot nobody anyway, and the reation why you got to talk is because you did a deal, you get fed. You know what I'm saying? That's why you got to come at me, because part of the deal for you to be able to do all that and get out of jail is that you promise that you're going to go pull my coat car. So y'all niggas shut the fuck up about me. Now let me say it calm. You niggas shut the fuck up about, you shut the fuck up about Michael.
Right.
The last time Diddy was seen in court was back in December, and the rapid change in his appearance over just 3 months is striking. This transformation could be a reflection of the immense stress he is under, whether from his time at MDC Brooklyn, the pressure of the federal case, or the overall impact of his declining reputation in the public eye. Interestingly, while Diddy appeared to have gained some weight since his last hearing,
Puff Daddy or Dr. Dre?
Well, Puff Daddy, because we twins. Also, he got that, you know what I mean? It's just like, that's that bop.
Like Dre's got his bop, is like the West Coast bop, but I Puff's bop that's closer. But I really was trying to put the shakers and, you know, trying to be all the hitmen in one.
One notable change in his legal team has occurred. His high-profile lawyer, Anthony Rico, has stepped down from representing him. Rico cited an inability to continue under the current circumstances.
Here's the tweet that he wrote: "Lonely road still go to sunshine. Kanye West, Puff Daddy featuring King Combs, Diddy's son, he want to make sure that's apparent, and Northwest, and Jasmine Williams, a new Yeezy artist that he's trying to promote." Again, using his daughter not only to go and defend Diddy, but also to promote this random ass Jasmine Williams. Comment below if you've heard her before. I never have. Lonely Roads kicks off with a voice that sounds like Diddy's, telling Kanye he appreciates him taking care of his kids and reaching out.
Which adds another layer of complexity to Diddy's already precarious legal situation. The departure of such a prominent attorney raises questions about the strength of Diddy's defense moving forward. Despite these challenges,
available for purchase on his Yeezy website is a new Sean John Yeezy drop. And elaborating on that, on Elon's platform, he says, "Free Puff." No. Additionally, Kanye said, "All these celebrity N-word and bleep is bleep. Y'all watch our brother rot and never say blank or bleep. Y'all watch our brother rot and never say anything," to all the celebrities that happen to be black. He's talking to them. He then says, "F all that woke N-words, addicted to complaining, do something. We all watched them try to cancel Chris Brown. Ain't nobody do nothing. I was PUSSY then too."
Diddy's influence remains evident. Reports indicate that witnesses and victims are still fearful of revealing their identities to him and his legal team. This fear aligns with claims made by the government.
Be real from the front line. You know what I'm saying? It's wicked, wicked, wicked. So you be careful.
Yeah.
We can't do nothing. It's deep. You know what I'm saying? I need you out there. You feel me?
Yeah.
Man, jump into your bag. We're going to have years and decades to fight these motherfuckers. Right now, enjoy your life. It's just coming from me, from God to you.
Wow.
Wow.
So, like, the villains are assembling together, uniting their forces.
Which has suggested that Diddy has attempted to intimidate or coerce victims from jail. The power he once wielded over the industry, his employees, and alleged victims is still palpable.
I want to thank you so much for just taking care of my kids, man. Because ain't nobody reach out to them. Ain't nobody call them. You know what I'm saying? Nobody. You know what I'm saying? That meant so much. You know what I'm saying? That you reached out to them and took the money away while I'm in this man. And I appreciate you. Bird up, man.
Yeah, absolutely. I love you so much, man. It's like you raised me even when I didn't know you. You know what I'm saying?
Even as he faces serious legal repercussions. Now, let's turn our attention to Kanye's involvement in this unfolding drama. A clip from a deleted episode of Drink Champs recently resurfaced, in which Kanye allegedly accused Diddy of being a federal informant.
According to TMZ, the text conversation starts with Kanye saying, quote, "I'm never speaking with you again." Kim replies saying, "I asked you at the time if I can trademark her name. You said yes. When she's 18, it goes to her. So stop. I sent paperwork over so she wouldn't be in the Diddy song to protect her. One person has to trademark." The outlet reportedly adds that Kim and Kanye agreed to have all their kids' names trademarked when they were born. To which Kanye responds, "Amended or I'm going to war. Neither of us will recover from the public fallout. You're going to have to kill me."
This revelation positioned Kanye as someone who stood against the corrupt practices of the industry, suggesting that he was on the right side of the narrative. In a passionate and emotional rant, Kanye expressed his frustrations about his family and friends being taken from him.
She obviously was not happy about this at all.
Really?
She did not want this song to be released. So they had an emergency hearing.
They have joint legal custody, so they have to jointly make decisions. They have to have a private judge kind of mediate to see if they can reach an agreement. which they did.
It was agreed upon that Kanye would not release the song. He had planned to release it, I guess, for a Sunday service.
But thanks to the amount of respect Ye has for Kim, he blasted it out on Twitter instead. Guess that amount is 0.
He's doing this just to incite her.
And it worked, because Kim is now contemplating whether to seek sole legal custody, thanks in part to Kanye's tweet regarding the whole fiasco. The man makes the final decision.
What?
Wow. But is that legal? Is that like...
Criticizing other celebrities for their silence during his struggles. In a surprising twist, Kanye recently attempted to release a song featuring Diddy's son, King Combs, and his own daughter, North West. The track, titled Lonely Road.
According to our ET source, quote, Kim's priority is the well-being and safety of her children and to protect them from being around Kanye's controversial behavior.
As a mom, especially putting her child on a platform for a lot of opinions, it's something to really, really, really think about.
Last May, Kim and Kanye came together to support North's Hollywood Bowl debut as Simba in The Lion King.
Hey, what's up, guys? I know it's weird.
Her dad has been involved, and he came to rehearsal. It's always good vibes.
Nearly 10 months later, Kanye is apparently enraged over his limited access to their 4 children and Kim trademarking North's name.
Was intended to show solidarity with Diddy, but Kim Kardashian reportedly intervened, seeking legal action to prevent its release. This intervention highlights the ongoing tensions between Kim and Kanye.
Sometimes Kanye will say to me, "Can I have approval over what you say about me on your show?" And I'll say, "Well, you just talked about me in this song, this interview, this interview."
Which is so real. It's like, no, I'm going to talk about you however I want to on my show.
You didn't ask my permission. And I never say anything bad. I never say anything negative. If I say I'm exhausted, I feel guilty about that. I am exhausted. Don't want to be a part of this narrative. And it's like, when is this ever going to end? Like, it never will.
Honestly, though, like, Kanye has had such a switch up that I feel for Kim, because I don't think she realized at the point of, like, when they were married and having children, that he was going to be this crazy in 2025.
And I'm stuck with this for the rest of my life. Let's talk about something else. It's making me cry. Everything.
Particularly regarding their children and the impact of Kanye's actions on their family dynamic. Kanye's recent actions have raised significant questions about his intentions and the potential consequences for his co-parenting relationship with Kim. She has consistently emphasized the importance of their children's well-being and safety, especially in light of Kanye's unpredictable behavior. The situation has escalated to the point where Kim is contemplating seeking sole custody of their children.
Then it's back to his wife saying, "So, Kim got the name and likeness over my black children. So a white woman has control over the name and likeness of my black children."
A move that underscores her concerns about Kanye's influence and the environment he creates. As the drama unfolds, it's clear that both Diddy and Kanye are facing significant challenges, and the repercussions of their actions.
Cassie came to Puff and said, "Give me 30 million or I'm gonna release a tell-all book." That looks like extortion to me. Then he claims rappers, just like JEWS, Jewish people, as a whole, they be doing blank but there's still a few I F with.
Are reverberating through their personal lives and the lives of those around them. The public is left to wonder how this will all play out, especially with the legal battles looming over Diddy and the ongoing tensions between Kim and Kanye.
Then, in a seeming confession, Kanye says, "Cardi beat women. I beat women. But everybody hate Diddy." Aww. What a great Diddy defender. Just what Diddy needs. Actually, he should go keep him company behind bars. Then Kanye says, after saying, "I beat women," he says, "That makeup sex be crazy after big fight."
In the midst of this chaos, it's essential to consider the broader implications of these events. The entertainment industry is often a complex web of relationships, power dynamics, and public perception.
Lauren Peixoto against rapper Kanye West, and she's suing him for wrongful termination and sexual harassment. But earlier this month, her legal team filed an amended complaint saying she was drugged and sexually assaulted at a party co-hosted by Kanye West and Sean Diddy Combs. Have you heard of him?
Diddy's alleged actions and the subsequent fallout raise critical questions about accountability and the treatment of victims in high-profile cases. Meanwhile, Kanye's shifting allegiances and public statements.
This incident allegedly happened before she worked for West as his assistant in 2021 and 2022. She claims she was working with a, quote, musician client, who is not identified in the court filing, when West sought them out to invite them to the music studio shindig. Now, Peixoto claims that West told everyone that they had to drink or leave the party. Now, after taking a few sips of her drink, Peixoto claims that she, quote, suddenly started to feel disoriented, began to slip into an altered and highly impaired state. Peixoto says that she doesn't remember anything else and woke up the next day feeling traumatized and disturbed. The amended complaint says that Peixoto was mostly concerned that maybe she had embarrassed herself in front of her then client, or maybe even Kanye West himself. Now, Peixoto reportedly believed that someone who helped prepare the drinks was responsible for drugging her.
Reflect the often tumultuous nature of celebrity relationships and the impact they have on families. As we reflect on these developments, it's important to consider the perspectives of those directly affected by these situations.
Years down the line, when West reportedly fired Peixoto from her job as his assistant, he allegedly confessed to her that they had, quote, hooked up at the party after she was drugged. So according to Peixoto, West was having an argument with his then wife, Kim Kardashian, who was accusing him of cheating on her with Peixoto. And Peixoto wanted to clear things up and suggested that she reach out to Kim to assure her that nothing had ever happened. But she claims West stopped her from sending the message, saying, we did kind of hook up a little one time. She says he started to reminisce about that party years before, and when Peixoto said she didn't remember any of that, he reportedly laughed and said, women love to say they don't remember.
Kim Kardashian has expressed her desire to protect her children from the fallout of Kanye's controversial behavior, emphasizing the need for a stable and supportive environment. Her concerns are valid, especially given the public scrutiny that comes with being part of such a high-profile family.
The document also states West asked plaintiff to get him honey, which is a sexual enhancement and performance honey. Defendant required that plaintiff always have this on hand and available, and she had to deliver it to defendant in advance of defendant's sexual encounters. By the way, this is kind of similar to some of the allegations against Sean Combs, because remember, investigators who searched his properties back in March said that they found hundreds and hundreds of bottles of baby oil and lubricant. There have also been allegations from people who work closely with Sean Combs, like music producer Rodney Lil Rod Jones, that Combs would force his employees to carry around drugs and fanny packs so that they were always available to him. Combs is also accused of forcing his employees to set up the freak-offs, which included lighting and cameras, plus the procurement of sex workers and drugs.
What do you think about Kim's decisions in this situation? Has she made the right move in seeking to protect her children? And how do you feel about Kanye's drastic shift in support for Diddy, especially considering his previous criticisms? The public discourse surrounding these events is likely to continue evolving, and we'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. That wraps up today's video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for updates. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll catch you next time as we continue to follow this unfolding saga.